Welcome back. Hopefully someday we will hear from Mike Henry at a reaction, and we'll be able to say, "Oh, it was right. He did turn me on to this and Atmosphere and a bunch of other stuff." I'm pretty sure that's who it was. Vin J, See the Light, featuring Mazzetti. I don't know much more than that. I think. Sure. We've got Cryptic Wisdom with Vin J. Vin J. Ooh, asshole. Good. Excellent. And then he was just in that Chris Calico Locksmith Vin J Go Off, which I very much enjoyed. So, once again, a little shout out and early morning. I hope Mike Henry is well. That all being said, just check out what we got here. Maybe we'll see the light.
Those on the track.
My mind insane, I can't control myself, but I won't change, not even for my health. And I know if I don't, then I won't never be alright. And I know if I don't, then I won't never see the light. Maybe I don't understand it, but I've been feeling damage, and every other moment's like a panic attack. All the times I've been stabbed in the back, still I gotta walk around like I'm having a blast. But really I know this world is in a hellhole. Tell no lie, soul is dead on arrival. I'm told time's bound to get better. Life's been a bitch from the moment I met her, yeah. Wishing really never got me nowhere. I've been counting on me my whole life.
Yeah, because there is no time getting better delivered to you. You would have to manifest that yourself. That's the difference. It's 100% obvious what's being manifested into reality right now. Decay, destruction, consumption, materialism, and the covetous nature of humanity wanting the least things of value for the easiest path possible. Well, if that's what we choose to manifest, that will be the light we see. It's just that simple. There is no utopian perfection coming to be spoon-fed to everyone. It gets worse, not better, until everyone decides they want to manifest something of value. Not financially beneficial growth to keep your family at the top of an empire. Please don't misunderstand me there. All of us manifesting good, everybody understanding that the bonds of human slavery, that bondage, tyranny, control will have to go the way of the dodo, and you won't use DNA splicing in Jurassic Park Frankenstein technology to bring it back. You let it go. And the psychotic blood cult rituals of the world who believe in consumption and destruction, they no longer pull the strings of power. And we engage in creation, not destruction. But we don't like that. We like to get in our boxes and throw away the key. And I'm not the first person to say any of that. And this is segueing into my Mark Passio special coming later. Because Mark Passio for sensitive people should be pretty good. A breakdown from an ex-satanic priest who left and has been talking about the, let's just say the mind control programming that really is at the heart of the secret societies. And if you think they're going to give you anything but a pancake breakfast and they ain't going to give you a reach around. They'll abuse you and make you think they're doing something special by feeding you pancakes. It's not good. And that's the hellhole side of this world, is the corrupt positions of power. And it'll never get fixed unless the masses decide to fix it. I believe I've seen the light.
Really, I know this world is in a hellhole. Tell no lie, soul is dead on arrival. ambition really never got me nowhere. I've been counting on me my whole life, and I've been waiting on the day I could say that my soul gon' be alright. Don't sell me a lie, just tell me I'm.
Before we, I like it because that's what admitting there's a war for the goodness inside me, the wellspring of hope and light. That's okay subject matter, and then addressing that there's an attack on it. That's cool too, because I believe personally there is. So no disrespect to any of this at all.
Gonna be alright.
Yeah.
Don't sell me a lie, just tell me I'm fine. I need it. Don't call my phone, just leave me alone. I need to heal.
Okay.
My mind is sane. I can't control myself, but I won't change, not even for my health. And I know if I don't, then I won't ever be alright. And I know if I don't, then I won't ever see the light. Back and forth, I watch the pendulum swing. Got these memories I like the way they mentally sting. You can call it what you want to, I got sensitive skin. Tried to go talk to a therapist to pencil me in, and every time I call for help it fell on deaf ears. Sometimes I wonder why the fuck if I've been left here. I wasn't granted the same circumstances to change. My first words, dad, stop, cause my mother's in pain. So obsessed with music to ever make an.
Okay, now this came up in the last reaction. Hell yes, it's fair. But to think that abuse and decay and all of the horrors of this world are the normality, that's just... It sucks for the artist set. It sucks for the creative who were abused and tossed around. Creates all kinds of desire to do something better with yourself. Regret, pain, and suffering. But to ever pretend that that's the messaging that the entire world resonates to, not a chance. Not a chance. It is the silent majority of normies who want to be left alone. They won't even tell you they're in pain, because their pain doesn't ever get to be addressed. It has to be put aside to keep continuing to provide and care. And it turns out that their desire to provide and care is so much more than their desire to dwell in the misery. So they exist outside of the popular culture bubble, don't they? They consume it, but they won't tell you if they care or not, because they don't have any time to comment. They're too busy. I'm just saying. That whole one exists. There are entire regions with only a couple sad, fucking depressed people, and everybody else pretty fucking happy. Just saying. If we're going to see the light, we should see the light for what it is. A nonstop narrative of death and decay versus a hidden narrative of life and growth, and what the majority would rather engage in. If you think it's death and despair, you really don't look around. With all these people that the Thanos lovers are afraid of, must be obvious. Don't you realize that if the world was psychotic, it would go after its masters? No, it's easily controlled and led around. It's easily corralled, easily shackled, easily harnessed. So they don't. If they were capable of going psycho and taking back their freedom, they would. They've been convinced they can't. So once again, we can go back to silent suffering and the desire to take care of one's immediate items of value.
To go
talk to a therapist to pencil me in. And every time I call for help, it fell on deaf ears. Sometimes I wonder why the fuck if I've been left here. I wasn't granted the same
suffer.
circumstances to change. My first words, Dad, stop.
Now, if you could turn all this pain into inspiration, which I believe is trying to be done here, then there's the reason. Otherwise, it turns out life is literally capable of giving you nothing but shit. That is one of the inevitable outcomes. It always will be. Until we want to manifest good, our covetous nature will always make us willing to pick up a rock, bash it into something else, and take what that individual had.
Cause my mother's in pain. I'm so obsessed with music to ever make an investment in myself. It's stupid, I know, it's what I'm blessed with. Enduring this pain has taught me more than the love. I'm used to climbing up from out of the mud, covered in blood. So don't sell me a lie, yeah, like everything's fine. I'm bleeding. Don't call my phone.
And now I do think the narrative is actually like that. I pulled myself out of it and I overcame. I personally, there's a lot of contradictions in the narrative, in the bars, the lyrics, whatever you want us to call it. So that's why I'm ranting. But I think this is actually very good. And I think there's plenty of people that can get, maybe if the takeaway is, man, I just need a little time to heal, that's a positive takeaway. If the only lyric you can come up with is, I won't change even for my health, then there's nothing positive being done, right? If that's the takeaway, boy, you don't want to drop your listener lower. I can understand if it was like a roller coaster ride and you took them from where they were at, brought them down, brought them back up, brought them higher, brought them back. Okay. But if there is a mass condition of depression, loneliness, and self-harm, strengthening any of those ideas will only manifest more of it. When the nightly news tells you what corner you can buy the poison fentanyl on, they don't stay away. They run down and take the crapshoot at the poison fentanyl. Now, this is just a fact. It's the Stanford prison experiment. It's the Milgram. 80% of you will shock someone and cause pain to them because you thought the person in a fucking lab coat carried authority. You know, if I put my book in my hand and put on a lab coat, it don't mean I know dick. You know, you could go down to a uniform supply shop and just buy clothes. That does not convey authority. We have the examples. What we need is positivity and manifest some light. We need people to actually see the light, not take the cop out, not take the hide poor me shit. I'm just saying, because that one line is problematic. Right? I don't want to change even for my health. Now, I think they kind of, there's more to it than that, but I mean, it's like the debate on assisted, this has happened on the channel and it's happening in real life, assisted euthanasia. And for a terminal or a rare case scenario, there's a discussion. But we can't open up the Futurama-esque suicide booths for the depressed and withdrawn, and then let them slip in a quarter so they can be done and get turned into Soylent Green. That kind of hopelessness will infect the entire planet.
Oh, just leave me alone, I need to hear.
My mind is sane, I can't control myself, but I won't change, not even for my health.
So I do get the line. See what I'm saying? I'm not shitting on it. I actually think there's a positive message to be pulled from this. At the same time, I like when I watch movies with my honey. If I don't get her to focus in on the whole thing, sometimes she pulls away the wrong narrative, the wrong context. And yeah, that's the only thing is I hope the positive, the desire to see the light should be stronger than hiding in the self-harm and realizing you won't even change for your own health. Now, I'm a hypocrite because I certainly shouldn't be pounding rock stars and smoking like a chimney. So, my hypocritical nature is real. I'm not saying anything. But I think it is the food for thought. That, and then if you take the time and check out the Passio stuff when it finally comes out, you can at least, I hope a few of the subs and bus riders watch the Passio stuff. I should be able to give it should be kind of funny because Mark is an aggressive, righteously angry teacher. And Easter alone, Ange and I got, he just screams at you. Now, I was basically at an alumni meeting there, so I knew I wasn't getting yelled at. But I'm also not part of his grand work, and I'm not trying to relay his curriculum, even though I interject his teachings into almost all reactions. This one is really heavy on it because of the desire to consume, destroy, covet fiat currencies and golden calf idols and all of these things that go from the technologically inclined cult members all the way back to the religious sacrifice cults. It's all faith in systems of ideas. You start throwing around the labels and the comments explode. How dare you call it this? It's not that. It's not this. There's two cosmic opposing forces, creation and destruction. This is not a non-arguable point. It exists if none of us didn't. So we could disappear and the cosmic forces of creation and destruction will go forward without us. Now, for my health, I had to change. I had to change. I had to go and be able to look at it from a much broader point of view other than I'm sad and I want to hide, or a pill will fix me, or there's one moment, one nexus point that everything will be okay. I know it's not that simple. But I know we manifest either good or bad first. I hope a little change comes from some of this someday and someone says, oh man, let me try, right? This is the whole, the testimonials you hear from all kinds of people of faith is, I went for it. I just tried it. For me, it would be, wielding the AA program. It didn't work till I worked it. And then it worked really well. And at any moment I'm tempted, I can draw upon those teachings to save me. And that's real. The other side of that is it destroys me. It takes me to a place where I end up dead. So, quite obvious how it plays out there. It's not different every other place. It's all the same. Oh, wow.
Not even for my health, and I know if I don't, then I won't ever be alright. And I know if I don't, then I won't ever see the light.
was good. I did like that, and I would hope through all of that crazy, the one takeaway is, if we could see the light, maybe we would use it to filter through ourselves and chase away the darkness and the shadows and what lies within there. And the channel has mentioned once, more than once, and we'll do it again, that light is the greatest disinfectant. As a metaphor and an idea, we all need more light. I hope this wasn't Rollen Rex your favorite song, but there's a good likelihood of that being the case. So be it. Later.